Yeah. Yeah. So, like we are going with very interesting and very, like what we can say, very interactive topic. What is that? Synthetic fibers and plastics. So in session 1, we have learned so much about synthetic fibers and plastics and what are natural materials. Okay. Some materials which are obtained from nature are called natural materials. Examples of natural materials we have given like wood, silk, cotton, leather, rubber, coal, etc. So many. Okay, from these natural materials only, there are few, like many man-made materials are obtained. Why this will come from the? Why can't we go only stick with natural materials? Why we are very much fond of going with synthetic materials? So by the so many aspects, what are the so many? The main thing is the major percentage of the people will go with the imitations. Why do they go with the imitation rather going with the pure? Because so many criteria based on that, like what we can say, economical, the main fundamental thing is the economical spending on that particular product. Economically spending on that particular product, so they'll go not only with the natural materials, especially they go with synthetic or man-made materials. So we cannot so much on natural products, but most of them will go with the synthetic or man-made products, which are exactly resembles like the natural materials. At the same way, they are more. The properties of synthetic materials are more properties. We can see more advantages than the natural materials. But the quality of natural materials are stood at the top. It can't come down because natural materials are not natural materials. Because the much more comfortable. Two examples I have given. One is pure gold and the other one is imitation of pure gold. That is, we can say the electroplated gold. Though people are fond of buying electroplated gold, but the value of gold is always at the top. Right? This comparison we have gone with the natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Though there are more advantages of synthetic fibers we observe, but we always fond of going with natural fibers. But natural fibers, like normal people, like normal standard people, economically standard people, like almost they'll rarely go with the natural materials, but the people which are whoever is much more fond about natural material, they'll go with them because the price is too high when we compare with artificial or synthetic fibers. Am I right? Yes, children? Yes or no? Yes, yes. Good. So human-made materials means the materials which are made by human, especially we have learned about synthetic fibers, sterling, nylon, all this. What are polymers? So the polymers are nothing but long chain of a chemical combination of long chain monomers bonded chemically to form a polymers. Polymers, many mers means monomers. Am I right? The process of polymers, the process how the polymers are obtained or formed, that process is known as polymerization. So here we compared these like small round pearls, we compared with monomers, how they are bonded with the beads, how they are bonded with the thread. The thread is nothing but chemical bonding. Okay, we can see that polymerization is a continuous process. Until we terminate the process will keep on recurring, keep on, like the process is like long chain, monomers keep on recurring with one another bonded chemically. Until we terminate the reaction, then only it stops. Otherwise, it keep on recurring. Okay. So almost all the synthetic fibers, natural fibers, plastics are considered as polymers. That means each monomer is bonded chemically to form a long chain of polymers. Okay? Yes or no? Right? So synthetic fibers, we have learned so many different kinds of synthetic fibers, especially Rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. All these are the different kinds of synthetic fibers. The first of all, let us discuss rayon. So we have already discussed. Just recollect the points, properties about the rayon. Rayon is the first artificial fiber. Okay, it's not pure. It is made up of the raw material here is from the natural material, that is cellulose. So direct cell, they'll take the direct cellulose, then treat with some chemicals so that we will get a thick liquid, thick molten liquid that is viscose. The resemblance of viscose is exactly like honey. How much thick is the honey? We can see that shining thing, golden color honey. So exactly this viscose is formed. So this viscose thick liquid is passed through a spinneret. Spinnerets are the, like we can say that shower head like thing with the fine holes. From the fine holes, this viscose will pass through it so that we can find a thick thread-like thing. So this thick liquid, thread-like liquid will be treated with the sulfuric acid bath along with some more chemicals are added. Alkalization is nothing but it's a basic treatment. So this is acidic treatment. Treating with acid is known as acidic sulfuric acid bath. At the same alkalization base, it is treated with the base. Base here is used as sodium hydroxide. It's a strong base. Okay. So here sulfuric acid is there. Sulfuric acid is a strong acid. After that it is that's why I'm saying that it is also treated with some more chemicals. That is strong base is also used. Yes, rayon will undergo alkalization also. Okay, so this alkalization is especially sodium hydroxide is used here. Like how we are using sulfuric acid, at the same way, sodium hydroxide is also used in that. So strong acid, strong base. When both acid and base are having same strength, so the reaction will be neutral. That's why the threads, the yarn threads, the rayon threads are neutral in nature. We can't say that it's acidic or basic because it is treated with both the strong content of acid at the same way strong content of base. So definitely the thread will become neutral. Is it clarified, Ronald?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, finally, this thread, why this treatment, this sulfuric acid bath or alkalization bath, why it undergoes? Because in order to make the thread strong, hard, okay, so this treatment is used. At the same way, if any impurities are there, this will be removed by using this sulfuric acid alkalization. Okay, finally, it will undergo to the spun into the rayon ends so that we'll get thread-like. So it uses no? These are like software, like cotton. It is also called as artificial silk. It is completely like a silk texture only, but it is having much more like advantages. But if you go for the comfortability, so silk is always much more comfortable than rayon. Why? Because natural fibers will always absorb moisture. So when we wear the silk, it absorbs light. So during evaporation, we'll feel more comfort and cool. But when we are wearing synthetic fibers, we'll feel a little more warm. Why? Because they won't absorb moisture or the sweat. Understood? Yes, obviously, natural fibers are much more soft than synthetic fibers. So we are very much comfortable wearing natural fibers. But we can't afford all the time. We can't afford like what we can see. If any occasion is there, definitely we'll go with pure things. Wearing pure gold ornaments, wearing like good what we can say, especially girls know about it very well. Especially if we'll go with the south side, especially they'll wear in occasions like during all these 9 Navratri days, they'll wear pure silk sarees, they'll wear good ornaments. Am I right? Okay. Is it audible, children? Suddenly my screen become black. What happened? Is any disconnection? Yeah, why that?
No, ma'am, your audio is clear and the screen is visible.
Visible. For me, suddenly it become black. Yeah, good. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, good. Now it's fine. Yeah, Kavya, what happened? What happened, Kavya? So here we can say that rayon is an artificial silk used to make bedsheet, curtains, carpet, since it is strong and stable fiber. Yeah, good. Kavya. So since it is strong and stable fiber, it is used to make automobile tank cords also. Okay, whenever, why? Because when we go with the rayon, we can see the texture is very shiny, and what we can say that it's a very good, shiny, luxurious look if we wear this curtains of rayon carpets. So when we see that red carpet on the floor, we feel what we are, how we feel, children? How will feel? Will feel pleasant and will feel like that happiness will be there, that richness, and am I right? Yeah, good. So all these things, like all these are the uses of rayon. Nylon is the pure artificial fiber. I call it as rayon. Yes, winter. During winter, the synthetic fibers are very much preferable. Yes, Ronak, you can ask her.